post on Discord. Give me 1 second. I'm just putting in a new infusion set. Hey, there we go. Next, Phil. All right, we are good. Carbs. Okay. Let's get out there. One 1041. Any actives?
Welcome aboard, Rhodes. Good morning, Rhodes.
Morning.
Did your alarm clock go off okay?
Yeah, except I felt like shit when I woke up, so I just went back to sleep. True story. My blood sugar was actually high when I woke up. So I slept it off. We're good. Yeah, I'm okay now. I'm okay now.
All right.
Yeah.
Morning.
Hi,
Morning.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm glad you're here. Can I please take your I'm taking poll right now, okay? This is an interim term, this is a midterm approval rating for the mayor's office. I am looking to get your score on how Max and I are doing. This is on a scale 1 to 10 scale, with 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. How would you rate the job that we're doing on our performance?
Depends. Can I attribute?
I'm going to ask you what we can do to improve the score afterwards, so you're going to have an opportunity to clarify.
Oh, perfect.
So what is that score then?
On a scale of 1 to 10? Specific? Wait. Well, it depends.
1 is the worst, 10 is the best.
Is this specific to the police department?
This is actually no. This is you as like a voter. I want to
As a
get your
voter?
take on it. Yeah, but also within your capacity as an officer as well. So a bit of both.
Okay. This is gonna sound harsh at first. And here's the thing. I don't necessarily think this is a reflection of y'all necessarily in the mayor's department, but I am gonna say it anyways. I would say a 4 out of 10. Okay, now I know that's harsh, but the reason is that the police department just ain't gotten no support from the state. We ain't got nothing.
Are you aware of the fact that the mayor and myself did in fact actually do a fundraiser and fundraised over roughly $50,000 for the PD for the budget?
Are you aware that we incurred $300,000 in engine replacement costs that the state did not cover?
I am, and I actually brought at least 12 different fundraising ideas to the captains and to Barrick. And actually, I'm going to talk to Barrick in a second about a potential weekly fundraising item, so that you can always count on this for your budget of organizing a jet ski race around the island with a $1,000 entrance fee. And then 50% of the money can go to the prize pool, and the other 50% goes to the PD budget.
It's just that the state is definitely getting a good chunk of change in taxes, but we as a police department have been consistently.
But that's not the mayor's office. That's the Fed, right?
Well, but there's a treasurer, there's the mayor, right? Everyone can work together to ensure that we get what we need to be able to run as a police department.
Very strict parameters have been put down regarding the budget from on high that are essentially not to be fucked with. Otherwise, look, if we had the ability, Rhodes, I promise, I swear to God to you.
But trust me,
if we actually had the ability
I
to wave a magic wand and say, let me give you all of the resources you need, we would have already done it. We just can't.
Trust me, I fully understand. I fully understand that. The issue that I have stems from the general lack of support. And again, I even started this with saying, this isn't necessarily a reflection on y'all, because everything was explained. Everything was explained by Mr. Thoroughbred in some of our PD meetings. I totally get it. However, we need to put someone in that position who gonna clap back, okay? Because I don't know if you realized, but when I was told that we were gonna have to repay everything, you know what I did?
What'd you do?
Bicycle patrol for a whole week, not incurring any mechanical costs. And guess what?
You did that, and I got run over to fundraise $10,000 for your budget.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, again, it not a reflection of you or Max.
I'm literally asking for a score for a reflection of us, and then you're just giving me a score that's not a reflection of us. Could I get an updated score?
Well, you specifically well, so it's kind of no, I'm gonna stay at a 4, and the reason is
I'm at 4.5.
No, I'm gonna stay at a 4, and I'll explain why.
Okay.
Max had the audacity in a PD meeting to go, well, how much money do you have? And how much money do you have? And how much money do you have? And he goes, oh, coincidentally, that's enough to cover the $300,000 y'all have to pay back. So go do that.
Can I ask you a quick question, Rose?
Yeah, sure.
Did I do that?
No.
Did I say those things?
No, you didn't.
So when I tell you at the end of this term that I will be running for mayor, could I count on your vote? Because I do hear you, and I'm doing my best to try to assist you. I literally got run over for you lads, all right? I've come up with endless ideas. I'm trying to put them together. I'm trying to do what I can to give you money in the ways that I feasibly am able to do so.
I have a solution.
Okay.
And this would be a solution to all of our problems, mostly asterisk. How much money do people pay to get a, basic Group 6 Speedo?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm not. Max knows this information. I'm not. I don't pay attention to that.
Because
Let's say a fair amount.
I don't believe they incur any costs. I believe it's provided. I believe every officer should be provided a CVPI, much like everybody is provided a tow truck, a Group 6 security truck, a grime van.
Well,
And
I
that
know for,
way
like,
we don't
grime
have
and
to
stuff like
share
that,
vehicles.
Marlo owns vehicles, and he's selling like a priority queue for people to ride with him to get money on those big van jobs. I have,
Oh,
people
no,
are
but
putting together their own things.
Yeah, no. I'm not talking about, somebody getting the equivalent of like a Taurus or a Caracara. I'm referring to a cadet getting a CVPI. The same way, again, somebody starting up Group 6 would get one of those Speedos or whatever the heck they are. I don't know if they're Speedos. And that way, we wouldn't have the shared vehicle issue and everybody incurring repair costs. That would be on them because they specifically caused the wear and tear on it. Think about that. Then there would be no budget issue. I've never been opposed to the $12,500 engine replacement or my daily vehicle maintenance costs. I just don't want to pay for other people. I don't want to have to work to do my job.
What? Isn't your job literally to work?
No. What I'm saying,
you don't have to work other jobs to make enough money to do your job. Is that what you're saying?
Sort of, kinda. I shouldn't have to
work 40 hours a week and make enough money to be able to afford what you need to do and provide for your family.
If I come on duty and I'm using a shared vehicle, at minimum, I have to work 3.5 hours to just cover the general maintenance cost of a vehicle that I take out.
But you know what's happening here? Administrative features like monitoring like the fleet is being left on an individual, like rugged, pull you up your own bootstraps level, some rugged individualism, right? Rather than being seen as like something that is a specific person's purview. Sorry, that's
honey,
just my own take.
it gets way worse because now when officers are going off duty and Mosley's is not operational, they literally have no means of getting a vehicle repaired, and therefore it is left unrepaired for the next officer because they literally could not get their vehicle repaired while they were going off duty.
Somebody like doing administrative role things, assisting with like monitoring who's doing what on a continual basis, so it shifts. I'm legitimately asking this question.
If I had to assume, I don't really know that that's a role many people would take up.
That, and I'm pretty sure most people as a collective do it on their own regard.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if there's
I find
issues
a car
with
that's
actually,
fucked up, like I'd bring it up.
Right, but
oh
like,
hell yeah, I'm a
issues with that
snitch.
being continuously being done. You know what I mean by like on an ongoing basis where you don't have to worry about it because somebody else is. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're trying to say. It makes sense.
I mean, I'm gonna kind of interject.
Be real.
So my overall plan with the budget is to stimulate it to the point of which we can start providing loans from the budget to officers to get their own personal vehicles with interest. So that way,
like invest
the money
in your
will
employees.
come back. Sorry?
You're investing in your employees, right?
Yeah. So the money will come back, and we will slowly, one at a time, limit the vehicle issue down to just being the shared vehicles that need replacements, and those will just be taken care of by, cadets, because that's how they'll be used.
Let me just tell you right now, once you start getting into that little loan game and having them repaid with interest, you will start making more money than you expect.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why banks are so fucking filthy rich.
Wait, can we even legally do that without a business license?
Yeah,
you can.
we just need a
We were
lawyer.
just talking about this in a council meeting about like we think that if you're gonna be taking on like the inherent lending risk and doing a personal loan, that's on you to be able to take that. Like sure, that's on you, but don't expect to be able to overdraft somebody into the millions trying to recover that. You are taking a lending risk where you might not recover the funds. right? There's
Hmm.
inherent risks in all different type
Yeah.
of black
Yeah,
market
you're
risks
not
and
wrong.
whatnot.
You're not wrong.
There is an inherent lending risk when lending. So, and if you
Yeah,
weren't affluent enough to be able to do that, you
Hmm.
probably shouldn't have been in the position of lending money. It's a bit of you know what I mean? It's a little bit of like you were too stupid. That's not good enough of a defense. You should have been able to ask somebody for assistance.
Yeah, that makes sense. How much is the CVPI?
It's like 55,000 after tax, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna
55
say
after
50.
tax.
Maybe with the turbo, like closer to 60, right?
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily even need to know turbo related stuff. I'm solely looking at just the purchase. So 55 grand. Yeah, see that the math is problematic. Oh damn, someone's selling a baller, but I don't think he's disclosing that it has a vehicle asset forfeiture point.
Oh.
Yeah. For every point, it's essentially lost 33% of its value. That's rough.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to derail. I'm just trying to.
No, it's fine. I
I'm
just want to
trying
make
to
it really clear that your
contact
4 out of
someone to
10 is
find
how
out.
it is based on things that are beyond our control, though. Like, there's what can we do to fix that 4 out of 10?
Well, I mean, maybe someone needs to clap back and explain why we need these things.
Morning.
Because there's no way we can consistently show up to our
Hello.
job, consistently be understaffed, under-equipped to deal with all the stuff we're dealing with, and this be okay.
I mean, that makes sense. I get that. I do get that. Oh, wait, hello. Have I taken your approval rating poll
For whom? For whom?
for the mayor's office? On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, how would you rate us? I would also like to ask if it is, not a 10, what we can do to improve that score.
It's definitely not a 10. I'm gonna put it at a 5.
Okay, and what can we do to improve that score?
Improvements.
This is gonna be funny.
Oh, maybe a better communication with the businesses of Los Santos and the police department. So in case these alarms go off and people are starting to rob them, we actually have a basic understanding of what they hold. What else? A budget, so we don't have to get people to pay to apply for a job in the police department. Actually be able to afford vehicles. Also taxes. We are
We lowered taxes.
well,
Day 1, we
not
lowered
on
taxes. That was the
vehicles.
first thing we did.
not on vehicles. They're still 24%. I mean, I get it. We have to buy our own vehicles. I understand that. Right? It's a thing. While I'm paying for an underperforming vehicle at a
They were higher,
at a premium
right?
price.
The taxes were all higher. Like, everything was lowered across the board. You know that, right? Like, you are paying less on taxes for everything than you were previously.
I don't know what previously was.
Higher.
I think one of the issues is that all
I'm
these
gonna say that-
taxes, and we don't see any of it. At 24%, we're pretty much paying for a car every 4 cars. Almost asterisk. It's just about there.
No, but what I'm gonna say is, so our scouts cost $75,000.
Locked storage.
Have you fucked around with the tires at all and the suspension?
No. Why?
because it's not so much of a problem during right now, but been letting people kind of mess around a little bit with it, see how much of a difference there is, if any at all.
I know Bones fucked with the suspension on his specifically because there was a jump in the hills that people were taking. The one that enters the property on the far northern side and then jumps over there's like a pool, but you jump over the little like retaining wall for the property into the back, and I believe the yard leads up to Marlowe. I don't think it mattered how much he raised it. He couldn't make it up the staircase without losing all his speed, making it impossible to take the jump.
All right, that's interesting. All right, interviews are done today, but there will be more. I think there's like still almost 7 or 8 more to go
Okay.
through
All
in the
right.
next few days.
Sounds good.
Good to see you.
You as well. Let me see, actually.
Oh, the parts being stored.
Yeah, there isn't a full set though. We're missing something. We're missing something. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter. But I do think we should. I think we should get a bench over at the house.
Think so?
Yeah.
Man, I can buy one and you can toss it in there.
Well, so there's two. There's the cheap one and the expensive one.
We should just get the expensive one.
I think it's 20 something grand.
25, yeah.
25 after tax. What is that?
Is there tax on it?
Probably.
You buy from
I look to my left, I see tax. I look to the right, I see tax. All I see is tax.
Wait, you know what? We need to have some kind of like Boston Tea Party situation. You know what I mean?
What are we gonna do?
I don't know what the tea would be in this situation though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to
If you find you're very resourceful with stuff like this, if you find something that's a really good deal for us for like materials or parts or something like that, we're basically like 200,000 over the budget, like 210, 220, something like that. So if it's like if it's like reasonable money, then yeah, and it's gonna get stimulated a lot with firearm training in the next week or so. So
that's what I like to hear.
yeah, because we're gonna get kicked back like 5,000 per person when it comes to firearm training going forward. So that's gonna make a lot of money for the budget.
That actually sounds so good. Maybe that'll resolve. You know,
maybe, but I mean, it's like somewhat of a temporary thing. You know, it's not.
True.
There'll probably be a lot initially, and
then it'll fall off.
Yeah, over time. Now, how do you feel about okay? As somebody that writes a lot of citations, as our senior citation officer, if you will.
Okay.
What if we took the 15% that we make from billing away from going straight into the officer's pocket, and instead that 15% just went straight to the budget?
That 15% would contribute so little.
Yeah, but I mean, it would add up over time, and it's at least a consistent everyday increase in income.
For context, if I went out there and cited people constantly throughout a day, I could very easily generate $20,000+. No problem whatsoever. If I issued a citation for everything that I saw, easy 20 grand just on citations, no arrests, nothing. However, to cover a repair cost of $2,000, I would have to do this in like
I failed to mention with this.
I'd have to
we'd probably
bill people
increase
like
that.
$14,000, which 99% of the police department is not going to get anywhere close to in a single day. Most people aren't even issuing a single citation a day.
Yeah, but I mean, they're still like arresting people, and like that bill, and most arrests like they'll probably maybe not like 1,000 or something like that. I don't really know. But essentially, like your standard hourly pay would go up to 1,000, and then you'd lose that 15%.
And the 15% goes to
The budget.
I wouldn't necessarily be opposed. Overall, I mean, that would work out better for sure. Reason being that 15% is still being retained, or at least going into an account, but also the money that we would normally get as a result of that. I guess if there's a pay increase, I don't
I
know.
feel like
I
it
don't
would
know.
offset and almost be more beneficial.
Probably.
On like an hourly rate.
Yeah, I think for most it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, looks like I got to go out there and issue $1,000 citations to get my 150 before I get no 150.
I don't know if it even is feasible, but it's just
Well,
another idea that I was thinking about.
I'll make
So
sure I
we'll
don't
see.
lose out.
Yeah.
I'll,
I know I'm not always awake this late. That'll be different during like academy and stuff like that, and interviews. But if you ever need anything or have any suggestions, just shoot me a text or something.
will do. I need another key to the house.
We can take care of that right now.
Perfect.
I can. Yeah, I'll go get you one.
All right. How much is it?
4,000.
All right, let me grab the money.
Actually, I'll just jump in with you. We can just go to the courthouse.
How's the Cara?
It's okay. I think for people that are like really experienced with driving, you can manage it. But I think for
It's
people that are not
only
used to driving-
manageable?
Okay, so here's the thing. Do you remember how the demon was years ago?
Uh-huh.
It's like it pits things like the demon did.
Oh, I'm about to be a Cara boy.
But the offset of that is it breaks down like paper.
Oh.
Like two pits like that, and you're probably smoking.
You said $4,000?
4,000, yeah.
Here we are.
I go.
No
Wish I had
problemo.
Cash, so I'm just gonna. Oh, I also have a personal like VSTR. So if you ever want to use that, just it's like raid my garage at PD.
Okay. The VSTR has always been very interesting because it's sequential, right?
Yeah.
Wait, no. Is it? Or is it automatic?
It's automatic.
Okay, so I think a VSTR would benefit heavily from being a sequential because it struggles to get into its top gear, but once it does, it gets like really solid high-end top speed. But
yeah, I fucked around a little bit, and I think that problem can be offset by having a like smaller turbo in it.
That definitely could be the case. Now that I think about
Because
it.
I have an 83 in mine, and I think it gets to like the 8th gear much faster than it does with like a 99 in it.
You can enter that door to the right, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Broke point. No. We need to issue citations.
They actually decreased the price of these things. I owe you like $800.
Oh, don't worry about it.
It is in the glove box.
Thank you. All right, let's go this way. You know if Alice and Lucas are staying on duty?
Yeah, I know Alice for sure is, because we have like a meeting to start planning the big academy.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's gonna be between the sergeants during this time and sergeants to shift one.
Hold up. Hey, slow it down and stop running red lights.
Sorry, someone's dying. I'm trying to get to the.
Oh, you're just driving past the hospital?
No, like some they're in trouble. I'm trying to get to them. That's why I'm speeding.
Okay. Well, how about you inform me of what's going on and we can take care of it.
It's a mountain lion. So I'm just trying to get to the area where they're at before it gets to them. That's the whole.
Okay, listen. If
I'll slow
you
it
feel
down,
something
I'm
is
sorry,
an emergency enough to be breaking the law, okay, you should be calling 911.
Okay. We'll do.
Thank you. Stay safe. All right. You know, the Taurus would probably also benefit from being a sequential because it's got like long gears. Like top end of second gear is 75. And most times I think I'm in 4th, and I think it rarely gets into 5th, or maybe it's 5th into 6th. I don't know. It's one of the two. But I know that I would prefer the lower end acceleration.
That's how they grow
Here we are.
naturally. What do you mean?
You're gonna shape them with the pencil.
Oh, good morning.
Eyebrow line on.
Police officers.
Yeah, but like, come on, man. Like, look at your fucking eyebrows.
I have to work all day, man.
Alright,
Do you
yeah.
think I have
What
time
if Maisie
to look
here
in the
asks
mirror?
you to feature in the, the LSPD calendar? Come on.
I would probably decline. I'm not a very photogenic person.
What if? I know. We could get like a GIF, like a digital
I know
calendar.
I can move, but you know, it's not.
Oh yeah, you can. So I've heard. What? So I've heard.
What?
Oh my
Such
god.
the best pose for
Hey
us.
Flippy,
Rose,
how
are
you
ya?
do? Oh, that's
That's not Flippy. Hold up. Whoa.
This, you know, like this is.
Hey, Rhodes.
morning.
It's gotta, you know, go with the rhythm.
Off bike patrol.
All right.
Yeah. I
I'll
you
take
know,
it.
without having to incur those daily costs for that other people have cost, I was able to afford my own car.
You know, I was wondering, would you? Oh, you bought your own car. That's good.
Yeah.
Because if the financial situation was dire, I was wondering if you would submit to maybe like a financial audit so we could help get your finances in check.
No,
No. Okay.
it's got nothing to do with my finances being in check. Listen,
Bike patrol.
Max, I have a solution to all of our problems, budget related.
Sure. I mean, my wife and I raised 50,000 for you guys. I mean, that was pretty much done in an hour. I mean, what do you guys got?
Millions.
What if the state
raised to
provided
the state.
CVPIs like they did Group 6 security trucks, tow trucks, and all that stuff? And they provided CVPIs to each officer so that the mechanical costs they incurred were incurred by them.
So you just want a free car for every cop? Right.
That's asterisk, maybe, sort of, kind of.
I mean,
And I think that's too much.
What about you, Watts? You got your own patrol vehicle?
Yep, I bought a Scout.
Nice. How much money you got in your bank account? Just out of curiosity.
Right now, I have $20,000.
Ooh,
Mr. Thoroughbred, I have a question.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
what's
do
up?
have to be honest.
How much did you pay for your Boxville and your Speedo? Exactly.
Oh, exactly.
Zero.
What?
Zero.
Did you just do?
Zero. Those are what? Work
guys-
vehicles?
You have 20 work vehicles in your fucking motor pool. What do you mean? You didn't pay for those.
The issue is that we cannot reasonably deal with repairs within.
Is it too hard?
No, it's not too hard. It's that
too
we.
hard to police yourselves?
What do you mean police ourselves?
Is
You know
it
what?
too hard to find out who's not repairing their cars and punish them?
It is.
Roads?
Actually, we've already had this conversation. It is.
I was saying that they need to have an like an admin who just does that. That's just their job.
Look, the solution here is simple. Okay. A couple friends of mine. Well, I'll use Mr. K as an example. You know, he owns 3 houses. Roads.
Mm-hmm.
3 houses. How
Wow.
does one man own that many houses? You wonder.
I don't know. He probably didn't let his
Doesn't
dreams
pay
be
taxes
dreams.
on his income.
No, I mean, none of us pay taxes. 1, 2. He pooled money together. Can you imagine that? A gang guy. I assume he's in a gang. Oh, actually, for the record,
He's a convicted felon.
A convicted felon.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Got all this money for all these houses and stuff. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. But you can't scrape together a couple $1,000 to repair your vehicle and still be in the positive daily? How? Isn't this a fraternity? A brotherhood? Sisterhood?
I mean, if all the fines didn't, go directly to the state, I mean, when you
15%.
said, say, you mentioned that you made what, 50 grand in an hour?
For the PD, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had someone the other day was 3 counts of adoption fraud. How much money was that they made in one arrest?
Well, the max is 15%.
That's because it maxes out at 15,000, right?
I mean, even though the
15%.
thing
Well,
was
no,
like
but
600,000.
the 15% isn't what's being discussed. It's the 85 that goes to the state.
Yeah.
And that's like non-negotiable.
The thing is, on that 15%, it gets added to your paycheck, and you pay taxes on that too. So it's not 15%; it's less.
It doesn't go to your paycheck. You get the money immediately.
No, it gets added to your paycheck, and when you pick up your paycheck, you pay the income tax on it.
Okay.
So what if we did it? So what if that didn't happen? What if that 15% that we get from billing people didn't go straight to you and it went to the budget from everybody?
I have $407.
Ow, man! Ow!
Because I had to suffer to purchase my own car. Yes, I did.
You're greedy. You're
No.
greedy. That's what it is. You're greedy. You bought a fucking
look.
house and a personal car. And you're
Okay, not too much on the house. It's split 6 ways.
Yeah, we had to split a house 4 ways,
Paid like
and we almost went like.
You didn't have
in
to.
crippling
That's the
debt.
fucking problem.
Well, I did have to based on
You
the
had-
program
you
that
had-
I'm running.
You have free housing. Why would you
Oh.
waste all of your money on that?
Because I'm supporting the police and building car parts, and I cannot do that in my apartment efficiently.
This guy's a mechanic, Barrick?
He has a parts program where he's
understanding,
making cheaper parts for police cars. It's
Yeah.
pretty, it's a cool.
He makes
it's
our
a really
life
good entrepreneurial
considerably
spirit.
better.
I'm building them at cost. I'm not a mechanic. I just make them, and then we take them over to the shops, give them to the mechanics, pay them $300 to $400 to fix our cars, and that lowers the price per repair from, let's say, $4,000 on a Taurus to about $2,400.
That's good. But that's a really roundabout way to solve, I don't know, sanitation robbers. Why not just get out on the fucking street and stop them from getting robbed so that the prices aren't so fucking expensive?
That's what we do.
Well,
We
the
do
thing
that
is,
daily.
All right, I would love to know if you guys have recovered any
Let me know
parts
when this command meeting
stolen.
fucking starts.
Hey, go fuck yourself. Come back here. Come back here. All right. Look, listen to me very carefully, okay?
My ears are open.
If you can give me one incident report where you guys have recovered parts stolen from sanitation workers, I will personally give you $5,000 in the last month.
Oh, see, the thing is, a lot of the vehicles that we are in pursuit of are a lot faster than our cars, so it's hard to even keep up with them, because if our vehicles are getting stolen daily, our turbos are being stolen.
How?
We can't keep up with those vehicles.
That's a training issue. How is your car getting stolen?
Fuck
What the
if I
fuck?
know. They get tampered
You
with.
do know. It's because you're leaving it unattended. Assign someone to watch your fucking car.
How would
You
you?
need six people
No,
in the
no, no,
fucking
no, hold on.
hospital.
You don't get to yell like that, not realizing that still to this day, yesterday, there was 4 people on duty. I had to interview 3 victims yesterday alone at the hospital. How do you want me to deal with that? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do your job, man. Get them
I
all in
did.
fucking handcuffs.
They were all in handcuffs. Do you want me to just drive my vehicle to Mission Row and walk to the hospital to question them?
the thing is,
Where were the other cops? Weren't you guys calling off pursuits when they were too dangerous? When you couldn't allocate the proper amount of units?
The cash exchange at that time was being robbed.
I'm just here waiting.
And I was dealing with 3 people who got stabbed at Senior Buns.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why?
For the same reason you would complain that we do not respond to you being stabbed is the same reason I went to Senior Buns to deal with people who got stabbed.
Okay, so
it's my job.
Your logical option when there are only 4 cops on duty is to split yourself alone, solo, to go deal with 4 stabbing victims instead of backing up the only other 3 cops on duty. That's your fucking logic.
So you want more crime to go unattended is what you're saying.
I want you to work as a unit and work together and cooperate with each other instead of fucking whining about pennies, motherfucker.
I'm not whining. Listen, I'm making do with what I got. Don't come at me sideways when we were the one approach asking for ratings. You know what? Mine went from a 4 to a 3.
No, I didn't want to
No, it went to a 3.
Rhodes, come on.
No, it's a 3.
I think a 3 is generous, Rhodes.
All right, so can I mark you both down for 3 out of 10s?
So long as I am mayor, it's because of people like you, you will never ever see a single dime because you are unwilling to admit your greed and your avarice and your unwillingness to come together as a group to make sure that you are able to succeed.
Okay.
I literally by myself created a program to circumvent the need for a budget, and you're pointing at me? I'm dropping it to a 3 as well.
We created a whole division that squashes down crime.
A bike patrol unit! What if one of your cops is getting shot in fucking Polito? You ride your stupid fucking bike up there?
No, we move to vehicles, sir. We do have vehicles available. We swap when we are needed in a vehicle, but to save money, we do bicycle patrol, which is fucking efficient, sir. What are you doing for us? Huh?
You don't deserve anything. That's the thing. You are so fucking entitled.
What if? Well, hold on. No, what we deserve are the things that you promised us.
What?
That's what we
Entitled to
deserve.
what? The first thing that you mentioned to me was a budget.
Yeah.
The thing that you mention every single time I see you is a budget.
Okay. Well, have you considered that maybe it's a problem?
Have you
It's not a
considered, Mr.
problem.
Mayor?
It's not a problem because you guys are making well enough money to support yourselves. So much money, in fact, that if even a couple of you worked together to finance these problems, they would be solved.
Okay.
But instead, you just want free fucking money.
No,
you don't deserve that.
That's not what I want. What I want is for officers to incur the same cost that you incurred for your Speedo and your Boxville for a CVPI, so that the mechanical work that needs to be done on their vehicles is incurred by them and them only. That's it. That's not a lot.
How about this?
Okay, I'm
I go to
listening.
the Fed, and we sell every single motor pool car, and then you guys can buy your own fucking CVPIs. How about that?
So you want
We're gonna see a
you
lot
want
more
us to?
officers on bicycles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck
Okay.
it.
Why are you holding this above our head?
Because you are so blind to the fact that you have the means and the ability to solve this problem, but instead you are trying to suckle from the teat of the state.
The state
Okay,
that we work for.
Let me give you a problem, Mr. Mayor. We get since we have problems with personnel, right? And we get 10 new people that have to come in and be trained. Who's gonna pay for the $7,000 worth of gear that they have to buy initially?
Maybe they should get out and work a fucking job before getting into the police department. Maybe they should go work for 3 hours to make that money.
How could you sit there with a straight face approaching every officer who explains the exact same issue over and over and over and go, no, we're not the problem, you are?
No, the problem, were you a cop before the collapse?
No, I was brought in right after.
Were you, Rhodes?
I was, yes.
The problem is that you, motherfucker, are disseminating this thought amongst your cops that you are entitled to money that you are no longer entitled to. The state doesn't function like that anymore.
Okay, but that don't make logical sense.
For example, I'm not of the same opinion as Rhodes completely, but there needs to be some sort of way that newer cops can actually have a bit of a life before they slave away for 2 months to actually be able to purchase a vehicle and then sustain the other ones while they're on duty.
Siobhan, it's a 2. It's a 2.
Look,
I just got old guarded. I just got old guarded.
Look, the thing is,
are old guarding. That's what you're doing. You are taking previous conceptions of how things, how things worked before, and you are trying to apply them to a completely different system. You're blind.
Well, look. While I do understand that we are, to some effect, government
I'm gonna leave it
workers,
there before
and we're
it
not
hits
going to be
zero.
paid top dollars like other
Oh, you know
people
what? Back up
working
to a 2.
for
Back up to a 2.
more private companies.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Excuse me.
There's a 0
Excuse
from
me.
me.
Private sector versus state
Let's
sector.
go, Emily.
Always a big
I have a job to
difference.
do.
Yeah, of course you can.
One 1:30, 10:08. Actually, wait. Stop and go. Chat, do we... I'm not... The words are not going to come out of my mouth. I want to do something today, but if I say it out loud, we won't be able to do it. Gosh. Because I said it yesterday. You know what, Sam? You're right. We are going to focus on drug trafficking today, okay? That's what we're going to focus on, drug trafficking. Because if I say something else, we won't be able to do it. It's JJ. Dispatch 130, 1038 eastbound Innocence Boulevard with a black in color Group 6 security truck, the big one with many wheels. We're currently in front of the courthouse parking lot.
He's even going on your side. He doesn't want to look at me. He's disappointed.
That's right. He's disappointed.
disappointed.
I'm not trying to this time. It feels great.
I'm
It
sorry.
feels great.
What was that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Try and move out of the way when you see an emergency vehicle.
Oh
passing
God,
your lights
she
on,
she
okay?
needs to Her siren is stuck.
Oh, I don't.
Her siren
don't
is.
hear it.
Oh,
One
that's
second.
gonna do my head in.
Just a heads up. I don't hear your siren, but they do. So if you wouldn't mind driving out of the area and returning. Okay, perfect.
Oh God. Okay, we're good.
So I'm Officer Rhodes, the Los Santos Police Department. How are you?
Hello, Officer Rhodes.
What was that? Were you not even looking forward? I done seen you go through the red. I done seen you speeding. What was that?
What the hell?
Speedy, I wasn't.
You were in the 60s.
I was?
Yes.
There's no way.
Yes, there is a way.
I can't even speed.
You're
with this
putting the
element.
E
Okay.
in speed.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we need to maximize
Listen, I don't.
bike patrol next
Is it going,
time.
Mr. Rhodes?
And JJ can say this. I hurt my leg like
firm.
literally minutes ago. So, you know, it's
Okay.
kind of awkward to put my foot in the pedal. I can
Okay.
even show you that I'm limping, and you can take a look at me if you
No,
want to.
no, I'm good. I do have a question for y'all. When y'all started Group 6 and y'all started with you know, the Speedo or whatever the heck it is that they, you know, provide or whatever, did y'all incur any costs associated with that?
No, not the speedo.
Okay.
The Speedo, I don't think, or is it like $50 or something? No.
No. The speedo was provided by the company, and anything above the speedo, you had to pay. Like the middle truck was 25K, and then this one was 35. But I think this one costs more now. So
25 and 35.
yeah.
Sit tight.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh. You know what I was just told?
What?
The Group 6 truck, the base one they get free.
What?
The second one they get 25 grand. The third one 35 grand. Our CVPI cost 55
Oh, it's 55
with
now.
tax.
What?
Let that
Audit the
sink
state.
in.
Audit the state. Where's our money going? Honestly, next time we all get called in to respond to Siobhan and Max, I think we should do it on bicycles. If they want full response, we'll give them a full response. We'll get the whole fucking force up there on fucking pedal bikes. Fuck them.
Yeah, nah.
Can we impeach him?
Why impeach him? His term's gonna end soon, right?
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, same. All right.
Fucking hate that guy.
Continue with this.
I hate this guy.
Oh
Really
gosh.
shit on our bicycles. Son of a. Ugh.
All right.
All right.
So we're gonna be slowing down, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What were you asking the question about the vehicles?
Oh no, I was just curious because our CVPIs cost $55,000. They're not provided by the state. Our shared vehicles incur more than twice the cost to fix, because we have to repair them when they're not ready for repair because shifts are ending. Currently, we're also now dealing with Mosley's being closed and mechanic shops being closed, and so officers ending their
why?
shift at a certain time of day are unable to get their vehicles repaired because Mosley's workers are unable to work during certain times. So coincidentally, if an officer is ending their shift at that time, they literally cannot get it repaired, which incurs more costs for the next person who takes that vehicle out and blah, blah, blah. And I have a solution. The solution is provide everybody with the CVPI, just like the sanitation trucks, the Group 6 trucks, the grime trucks, the tow, the flatbeds. Easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it just like if like it makes no sense to like you're literally wasting money if you're repairing the CVPI like when it's not needed to repair. So like,
correct. So
like,
we
people-
are
it's
paying
better for
full
people to
cost to utilize about 50% of what you're paying for.
I'll give you even another way to look at it. How is a government not providing a government company or whatever you want to call it to purchase government vehicles.
Because fuck the state, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
That-
so.
And pretty
because
much.
that sounds very stupid to me. That the
Yeah.
government is not helping you guys because you're enforcing government laws, their laws.
Yeah, not wrong. Tails, you gonna slow it down?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
have so much food from yesterday, it's about to go bad.
Oh,
so
I will take
I'm,
some.
I'm about to feed the whole
Oh,
fucking
food drop,
here.
food drop.
Hold on. I'm gonna go to the back patrol car too. Hold on.
Thank
There you
you.
go.
Appreciate it.
No
Tails, you
worries.
are
Y'all
gonna be
need
free to
food?
go, okay?
Okay.
Food that is about to go bad. So anybody need
Oh.
food here?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yes, please, yes.
Listen,
Yeah.
we don't go to senior buns. That
Yeah.
PTSD.
Oh god.
All right. Let's see.
Dispatch 130, latest 38 code 4 130 10 8.
Right.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, what are the big calls
no
going off at the
worries.
moment? Do you want
There
to
you
like
go.
tag team some calls? Because
It's
I've
been
got
alright.
Emily.
I'm
She is
JJ, by the way.
wonderful,
Nice to meet you.
wonderful cadet.
We don't have many major
Alright,
calls.
Nice to meet you
We
too.
do have obviously the laundromat. We have
you very
the
free as
cash
well.
exchange being robbed.
I meant like, because we've had a lot of 37 Charlies going off recently. So.
I'm gonna be real. I am focusing on delivery like semi trucks today, and I will be doing cargo inspections, and I will be giving people wide load charges.
Oh, would I be good then? Are we good to assist you with your 38s occasionally? 'Cause
Absolutely.
I need
Yeah.
to get some more traffic stops done for Emily here. so-
Absolutely, 100%.
Legend. Thank you.
I'll see you
Alright,
out
well, have a
there.
good one.
You too. Wait, what was that 32 call? Is that a 32? All right, we should be good. But good morning, chat. Hope you all are doing well. Ugh. Actually, I feel like I should be on the freeway for the trucks. Do 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 do. I think Rhodes should push a smear campaign against Max. Oh, I think that'd be hilarious.
then it's time.